Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the big 1.32 model farm. In today's video, there's muck tipping, tractor pulled over by the police, and a bit of topping going on. In the 10 acre, there's nothing going on, but the bale lift has just been parked up here, as he probably won't be grazing this. In the 5 acre, they've got the cane trailer parked up just here, and then they've got the big massey just harrowing where they had the bonfire, and the Case International scraper tractor parked up. And they've got the cow crush moved out of the yard, which they've actually bought and it wasn't a friend's, on the trailer, and the 2 slurry pipes, and all the bales parked up. Then in the yard they've got the local straw and fertilizer dealer just parked up in the yard, and he's being unloaded, and the fertilizer's being unloaded from him, as it's quite a bit cheaper getting it around now from him than in the spring and summertime. So they're buying 8 bags now, and they'll buy a bit more in the spring if they need it. And the dealer's got a big JCB 8250 on a cane triaxle flatbed beaver tail, so it can be used for low loader work. Then the farmer's dog's just having to lie down on the trailer, and they've got the New Holland LM742 just unloading the 3rd and 4th bags. They've got the first 2 in the shed, and you're probably wondering where the mowers are. And they've got the front mower parked up here, and you'll see where the back mower is in a bit. And they've got in this shed all the Herefords which weren't in calf around in this field here, and all the Charolais which weren't in calf, which is only 3, and the bull in this shed here. And as there was only 4 of them, they thought they might as well keep them in, and they've got a good amount of maize and grass silage to keep them going. Then going past the front of the new shed, you've got the voucher loader tractor on the cane grain trailer, taking the load of muck to be tipped down on the track just there. And on the road, you've got just a few cars going by, but on the track to some of our ground, there's been a person in a massive Ferguson 6290 on a big empty spreader pulled over with a load of muck by the police, and the policeman there is just talking to the farmer there, and I think it's one of the contractors, and the policeman's just wondering why it's got a load of muck on. And they've had to do it a bit below they've had to do it about level, so they don't get caught spreading muck at the wrong time of year, so they don't get a fine, and also so that they don't dig in. And they've got all the cows which were in calf, and the 2 cows and calves across here. They've got one of the Charolais which is calved here, and just another Charolais generally, and 2 of the Herefords just eating some grass silage and some of the newer grass and maize silage here, and they pushed a bit too close up to the walls. And in the field, you're probably wondering why the farmer's got the mower on, and he's just going round and topping off any bits of grass left over from grazing, and it doesn't die off over winter. And you're going to do this field and what they've grazed in this smaller field. And they've got the Coon back mower, which is a CMD 800-GII on the John Deere 6920S, and the man's just pushed the wire back, and he can drive into this area here without letting any of the cows out, and he's going to pull the wire back across, open the gate and come and top off this field, then probably do the same thing going out, or see if he can cut to the yard, so it is quite tight. And in this 5 acre they've got the other Charolais which is calved, another Hereford and Highland, and it looks like this Hereford's blasting over to the others, as they're only 1 field and over the road, which isn't really that far, and there's nothing going down the road. And as you can see here, there's been a bit of a slip with all the weather, so some of this field's gone, so they're going to have to get a bit of money for this back, as it's taken a pretty big chunk of the field. Then in the rest of the 20 acre, they've got 4 You've got the 3 Herefords which didn't get in calf, and the 1 Highland just here. And I think the bull's just eating in the yard there. And in the shed you've got the NC slurry tanker and the cow trailer and a few bales behind the cow trailer. And in the shed you've got one of the farm workers giving the calves some grain, and all the calves running around going to the trough for the grains or eating a bale of silage. I'm going to have to stand some of these gates again as some of the cows have pushed them over. And the person doing the muck tipping is going to have to wait as he let some of the bales drop behind the clamp. So you're going to have to pick them up and try and get them back on before he can come down and tip it down here. This is the best driest spot they've got for it. We don't really use this track other than storing the silage trailer and tipping the muck on it. So he's going to have to wait for a bit whilst the rest of the fert bags get unloaded across there, and wait for that man to be finished with the tines. Then he can get the bales moved. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.